We're learning more on the condition of an Ashford officer who was sent to the hospital after a fiery high-speed chase. That chase started when a suspect fled when police tried to perform a traffic stop. After a short chase, the officer crashed into a tree, being ejected before the car exploded. Ashford Police Chief Anderson tells us that the officer was sent to the hospital with minor injuries, and Houston County Sheriff Donald Valenza says that officer is now out of the hospital. A middle school student is behind bars after authorities say a handgun was found in the student's bag of candy near Huntsville at the Muscle Shoals schools. The superintendent says the Muscle Shoals Middle School administration came into a classroom where they found a student with an unloaded handgun. They contacted police, and when they arrived, they took the handgun and questioned the student. They then took the child into custody. Currently, there's no word on any charges. Medical officials are saying that stomach viruses are on the rise in Alabama. Dr. Colleen Donahue, the chief medical officer at Ascension Medical Group in Birmingham, says cases of stomach viruses are going up in Alabama. However, it's coming to see the stomach bug pop up this time of year. She says it could be norovirus or similar viruses, and it lasts for about 24 hours to 48 hours. But antibiotics don't work because it's not a virus, it's a virus and not an infection. But there are other ways to avoid it.
Ages, maybe kindergarten and elementary school kids will get these stomach bugs, and then they will pass them to adults. Make sure you wash your hands. Try, if you're going to be in a big group of people, just be aware if someone doesn't look like they feel great, maybe keeping your distance. Some of those things we learned during COVID.
Dr. Donahue also says in their emergency rooms, they're seeing cases of the flu and COVID tick back up, and those numbers are on the rise across the state as well. This week, the Alabama Department of Public Health reporting a 2.86% of flu cases across the state, a 1.21% increase from last week. RSV cases saw a 0.28% increase, with the current percentage at 1.27, and COVID cases are at 0.94%, a 0.7 increase from last week. Good news for drivers, however. Gas prices are on the decline. The national average is currently at $3.35. That's down 6 cents from a week ago. Alabama saw the same cent drop from last week, with the current average now at $2.93. Here at Dothan, the average is a little higher, just at $2.94, a same cent drop from last week. Tonight, National Peanut Festival organizers are saying there was an increase in attendance this year. They said there are almost a 20% increase from last year's report. They say this increase was attributed to the new security measures in conjunction with the addition of more diverse food vendors and the increased number of vendors. Along with that, they also reported this year was the largest hog show in festival history. The Megan Maroney concert sold the most reserved seating ever for the festival, and there was a record number of sponsors involved with the festival as well. Just moments ago, they slammed the door on the truck at this year's Stuff the Semi food drive. People have been dropping off hams, turkeys, and other foods that will go to families in need during the holidays. The Wiregrass Area Food Bank, along with local Murphy Family McDonald's restaurants, have been taking donations at the McDonald's on the northwest part of the Ross Clark Circle since 6 this morning. WDHN is also proud to be a partner in Stuff the Semi. It's been going on for almost 8 years, and with Thanksgiving coming up, these donations will make their way to a table in a lot of Wiregrass homes.
The food that's collected here at McDonald's will go back to the Wiregrass Area Food Bank. We'll go through all that food and make it available to about 100 different nonprofit agencies who utilize the food bank for their grocery products.
If you weren't able to make it out in time, you could still donate. You could go to the Wiregrass Area Food Bank website to make an online donation. You'll find a link to that website in our story online at WDHN.com. They're also accepting food donations at the warehouse Monday through Friday, and you can also continue to donate at one of the 7 Dothan area McDonald's through Monday. And the Salvation Army is saying the Circle City is a big help for their food drives. Officials say that Hurd Elementary's canned food drive has collected over 2,000 cans for the Salvation Army. They say the school made a contest out of the event and as a result worked very hard to get to that number. Protest at the State House as an Alabama inmate awaits his execution. Coming up here, why some are saying they're against it and why others who say it's been long overdue. And more Wiregrass athletes putting pen to paper. Tyler White has 2 players signing to continue their careers at the next level coming up in sports.
You're watching WDHN News at 6.
Groups in Alabama are calling on Governor Kay Ivey to stop the upcoming execution of Casey McWhorter. The time window for his lethal injection begins midnight Thursday through 6 a.m. Friday. WDHN State Capitol reporter Maddie Temple heard from those against the execution, and others say it brings long overdue justice to victims.
It's been nearly 30 years since Casey McWhorter was convicted of the capital murder of Edward Lee Williams and sentenced to death. His upcoming execution this week is drawing protests from some. A group against the death penalty gave petitions with thousands of signatures to the governor's office today. They're asking her to halt the execution and demanding transparency.
If this is something you have to do, we want to know what's happening. Where are these drugs coming from? Who is buying them? Who is selling them? We need to know all of these questions.
Last year, the state paused executions to internally investigate its protocol after 3 failed execution attempts. Beyond transparency concerns, demonstrators say the death penalty does not deter crime.
If executions stop crimes, we wouldn't have the type of crime rate that we do in this state.
But others say it brings a sense of peace for families to no longer have to relive the loss of their loved one with every court hearing and appeal.
We got to remember the victims didn't ask for this. They did not ask to be murdered. They did not ask to go to all these hearings and everything. They didn't have a choice.
Jeanette Grantham is executive director of Victims of Crime and Leniency, or VOCAL. She advocates for victims' rights and says it's important to think about what they go through in these cases.
And this man was shot 11 times. And it was a very cruel murder, and they deserve to pay for that.
Now, McWhorter is set to be the second person executed in Alabama this year following the lethal injection of James Barber in July. Reporting in Montgomery, Maddie Temple, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.